start pumping SCVs again. Wake up. There we go. Yeah, I definitely don't have perfect micro, or macro I mean, but I try to do my best. Build from barracks, build from command centers. I guess this is more or less the point of the game where I usually stop my SCV production, but I'm not at my usual 60 harvesters. I'm only at 37, so I really got pumped. Notice I keep the Marauders in the front, Marines behind. That's just in case of a Baneling attack. I want the Marauders to take the brunt of the damage. But I do my 1-1 upgrades. I got my stim packs. I got concussion shells and combat shield. Whoops, forgot to mute that one. I think I did catch sight of this group here, so I am pulling back. Did clean up the Mutalist pretty well there, and kind of pushing out to expand at the same time. This command center did get hurt pretty badly though, so it's not going to be able to land. I have a habit of going for the freshest expansion. I'm not sure if that always makes sense. Maybe going to the one that has more drones to make a little better sense. But if we go to the army tab here, you can see I still am 35 to fly behind. So even though I got like my nice little cluster bomb here, and I pull back my Marines from the incoming Banelings, he is hitting me from double two sides. And there's just so many Banelings that I wasn't even able to save my Marines. I do load up what I can, save what I can from with the Marauders. So I get my fortress complete during that time. He's piling my front door. Reinforcements are getting swarmed here, although I got my fortress getting some nice pot shots from behind, so that's not bad. SCV is trying to save my fortress. Thank God this isn't patch 1.1 or all these SCVs would be dying right now to the splash damage of the Ultralisk. But either way, Ultras do ridiculous damage to buildings, so I was not going to be able to save that planetary. And at this point, it's just a numbers game. We bring up the army tab, with Murray on the army tab, but yeah, it's 140 over 62, and the majority of that 62 is just SCVs. Ultralists with their high damage to buildings are able to take down my next planetary fortress. I'm actually down to basically one mostly dry base. Basically my only hope right now is to clean up these Ultralisks, macro up together a big force, and hopefully do a lot of damage to my opponents to get myself back in the game. I do still have another command center going up, so everything goes perfectly, I'll be alright. But with all these Ultras coming in from behind, this is definitely GG. Alright, so I'm just going to review kind of what went wrong this match. We're going to go back to, say, like the 8-minute mark. So we'll start by bringing up the units tab. We look at the Zerg, and this is actually the first 10 units he's made the entire game that have been offensive. So for the income tab, I've been behind in economy the whole time. Not even, but completely behind. Going 15 CC before barracks, and you just can't keep pace with Zerg if they do an economic response. Look at that, 39 over 40. I almost caught up. Oh, I'm past! Yay! So you can see Fortress does very well versus Baneling. Definitely pops them, but yeah, obviously this is an attack I haven't faced before. And honestly, even when I hear it happening, I always have the mindset of, okay, let me just finish up what I'm doing, and then I'll go over and see what this attack warning is all about. And honestly, priority should be, when you hear an attack warning or you see red near your base, you gotta click there immediately. Just drop whatever you're doing, and you can come back to your macro later. So definite defense to this would be like, you know, a supply depot right here. That would obviously block him out to force him around this way, and then maybe just another supply depot right there. And now I got a nice wall, and I'd force him into this area where obviously my army should be at this point in the game. So that's something I'll learn for next time. Obviously just a couple buildings, and boom, you're pretty safe when Baneling's getting walked in from the side. So it was actually the combination of this attack right here and the Baneling, and the economic edge that screwed me up. Because you have seen other games where Zerg has taken an economic edge versus me, but what I do is I have a nice timing where like the economy I build up on these two bases is pretty strong, and then once I got like my first 4 medevacs and my 1/1 upgrades, I can push out and hopefully negate whatever economic lead he had. So here I can say I got 2 medevacs coming, so once I got the next 2, it'd be like a good timing push, come out, smash this 3rd expansion, maybe kill a bunch of drones, get things back to even. But I just don't have the economy for it anymore because it's put me so far behind. Instead of having around 50 harvesters at this point, I'm back down to 30. Yeah, so I think that's more or less the theme of this video. A, you cannot act out economy Zerg. Luckily, most Zergs are not used to seeing my build order and will not respond in that manner because it's very anti-intuitive. That's probably not a word, but I'm going to use it anyways, for a Zerg player to build nothing at the beginning of the match versus Terran, because usually they're like scared out of their wits of Hellions and Reapers and bunker rushes and stim timing pushes and whatnot. But as he saw what I was doing, like I went for a quick expand, I went from a planetary fortress. He knew he did not have to build units for like the first 5-10 minutes, and he took the lead from that. Alright, so that's the end of this match. We're going to jump into actually my first tournament match I played, and yeah, that didn't turn out well either. Just spoiler alert, this whole series is going to be losses. Alright, thanks everyone, and goodbye for now.